Well, I went to a concert this weekend, and apparently many others are as well. The hype is real for those big festivals like Coachella and Stagecoach finally coming back in the wake of COVID-19. But now those same venues and concert events will be facing a new set of challenges. Yahoo Finance's Canal is here with more. And, you spoke with two leaders in the space. What are they telling you about the challenges of setting something up like this in 2022?
Yeah, that's right, Brian. There's a ton of challenges heading into 2022. I spoke with Daniel Nikleski. He's the COO of festival, concert, and events company Soundworks Production. In addition to Craig Mitchell, he's managing director at LMG Touring, which has produced big arena events for performers like Lindsey Sterling and J. Cole. And they both told me very similar frustrations when it comes to recovery in this space. Number one being labor. Nikleski explained that they lost over half their staff to other industries amid the pandemic. And these jobs are very unique with a very specific skill set. So it's been incredibly difficult to train new people. And those experienced workers, they're being snatched up right away and they're charging premium rates due to the lack of demand. So this means that a job that used to be done by 100 people now must be done by only 20. Nikleski adding that in 2019, Soundworks was putting on about 24 events a week. That was the number that they wanted to hit in order to be comfortable. Now they're lucky to hit just 5 or 6, but they're still trying to say yes, especially when it comes to those bigger and larger projects, since that's where they can see the most bang for their buck. But profitability still remains a major issue as prices have not only risen for labor, but also freight and trucking, which have been compounded by the sky-high gas prices that we've seen.
And Allie, we're seeing touring companies facing something that a lot of other companies are facing, which is the chip shortage. What's happening there?
Yeah, I was actually a bit surprised to hear this, but it makes total sense, right? Chips are used for a lot of the technology that these touring companies rely on. And because there is a shortage, that inventory is going to the Apples, the Microsofts, the Fords of the world. And these comparatively smaller touring companies are being left behind. Here's a bit more of what Daniel Nikleski told me when it comes to the impact.
The chip shortage is probably one of the biggest supply chain issues we're seeing. We're still small compared to automakers and computer makers and all the tech industry. So they're eating up all these chips as they come out, and we're sitting here waiting. And then it also trickles down to the labor shortage that you can't keep up with supply and demand right now because everything just kind of opened up. It's making it impossible to kind of plan for our busy season right now.
Making it impossible to plan. And besides the chip shortage, other supply chain disruptions include the shortage of tour buses and trucks. There's up to a 2-year wait list for trucks since a lot of those fleets were sold off during the pandemic. And we now have this bottleneck effect. Experts say that disruptions within the supply chain will not be resolved this year. So a big hurdle for these touring companies. And looking ahead to later this month with Coachella and Stagecoach coming back, both huge festivals, they did not respond to my request for comment, but they're back in full force. More than 125,000 concert goers will attend each day of the sold-out Coachella Festival, which takes place over 2 weekends. And then Stagecoach, that festival has the capacity to hold more than 75,000. Neither event will require COVID-19 vaccinations, tests, or masks in accordance with local guidelines. So a return to normal, so it seems, but there's still a lot of these issues plaguing the industry behind the scenes.
Allie Canal bringing us that story. No question, a lot of people itching to get back out to live events. Thanks so much for that.